7 days to complete one of the largest airlift operations in world history to get all Americans and allies out of Afghanistan. Right now, the Pentagon says U.S. evacuation flights are now taking off every 45 minutes. More than 70,000 people have been evacuated since the Taliban takeover nearly 10 days ago. Yet we still don't know how many Americans are there, who they are, and what they're doing there. What we do know tonight is the priority is to find them and to bring them home. And the question is, can that happen before August 31st? 24 hours ago, the Taliban said extending the withdrawal is a red line that cannot be crossed. And the president is sticking to that plan for now. On the ground in Kabul, satellite images show crowds outside the airport are still large, if you look closely at your screen. And the threat is intensifying by the hour, with reports of people being beaten and shot on their way there. White House correspondent Allison Harris is live in Washington, D.C. tonight. Allison, no one seems to agree on how to get this done in the next 7 days.
That's right, Marnie. There are many Democrats and many Republicans here in Washington who say that they don't believe that this can be done in 7 days. The president and the Pentagon are expressing confidence that this mission will be finished by August 31st. At the same time, the president is asking the military to be prepared in the event that the evacuation is not complete by the end of the month.
The sooner we can finish, the better.
President Biden is keeping August 31st as the deadline to get out of Afghanistan, saying every day U.S. troops stay, they are at greater risk of an attack from ISIS-K.
The Taliban have been taking steps to work with us so we can get our people out. But it's a tenuous situation. We're already had some gunfighting break out.
This leaves 7 days to evacuate thousands of Americans and Afghan allies. But the president is asking the Pentagon and State Department to develop contingency plans to stay beyond the end of the month if needed, as the Taliban says it's blocking Afghans from leaving.
We want them to evacuate all foreign nationals by the 31st of August. And we are not in favor of allowing Afghans to leave.
The Pentagon says the U.S. does not know exactly how many Americans remain, but that 4,000 U.S. citizens and their families have already left. The administration maintains that every American in Kabul who wants to leave will be able to.
Nobody's making excuses. Nobody's ducking from this.
The president's spokeswoman telling the press to send her contact information for any Americans still in Afghanistan who says they're stranded.
I would welcome you providing their phone number, and we will reach out to them today.
Meanwhile, the UN Human Rights Chief is concerned about reaching those being targeted by the Taliban, saying she's received credible reports of the Taliban executing civilians and Afghan security forces who have surrendered. Back at home, President Biden is being criticized by members of both parties, saying there's no way the evacuation can be completed by the end of the month.
There's no possible way that we can get every American that's still in Afghanistan out in the next 7 days.
Tell the Taliban that we're going to get all of our people out, regardless of what timeline was initially set.
And we learned more today about the background checks that Afghan evacuees will go through before resettling here in the U.S. They first undergo security screenings upon arriving at bases in Europe and Asia after leaving Afghanistan. And then once they're in the U.S., they're tested for COVID upon arrival here. And they will soon also have the choice to be able to get vaccinated. They then go through another round of background checks here in the U.S., as well as a health check. Then they're connected with a refugee resettlement program to be able to start rebuilding their lives here in America. Marnie?
Just another step in a long journey. Allison, do we have any idea the numbers on how many Afghans will be coming to the U.S.?
We don't. We're hoping to get some more numbers tomorrow. The Pentagon has not been providing a lot of specific numbers really about anything, about how many Americans remain, how many special immigrant visas have been issued, how many of those people are coming here to the U.S. We hope to learn more soon.
So much ambiguity in such an important situation. Allison at the White House, thank you.